Hey, welcome to With Whit. Date night with Whit.
Tune. Yeah.
Times 2.
Right.
Didn't press record.
Right.
But what's up, everybody?
I'm here for
Timmy's
this
here.
one, guys.
It's a date night. I know you guys have been looking forward to it. Timmy came prepared. He's got notes. We love this about him. The Virgo comes out, and I love it. Reins in my Pisces energy. I need the Virgo to anchor me.
I don't believe in those things, but it does seem like a trend that Virgos are organized, and I will admit that I like to be organized.
Mm-hmm.
And while I don't fully believe in it, if there's something that you think is true about your sign and that dynamic works, I'm all for leaning into it.
Mm-hmm. There's a few things I've seen. There's one thing about Pisces, how we don't have friends. We're loners, where I'm part of that is true.
You have a lot of
friends. But I do. But
I'm going to start traveling.
Okay, let's start traveling.
Hi, welcome to date night. We're on our way to a secret, delicious location. There'll be a review at the end. And hi. Okay, so here we go.
To be perfectly honest, I Chat GPT'd viral brunch spots in Los Angeles, and
that's where we're headed.
That's where we're headed. So
no
just
backup camera.
One more thing.
Many more things.
One thing is true that I find about Pisces, is that I find about myself, is that we're really sensitive and emotional.
Sensitive too.
But you came prepared, which I love. Let's get into it. What's on your mind? Something on my mind.
I was trying to think what this category meant. And if we were on a date, which we are, first thing I would sit down and want to talk about is Christmas vacation, which is something we were just working on. And that is what was on my mind this morning. There's probably a billion things on my mind, but this is it's the first one I would sit down and discuss with you on a date. And we would go through the details of our Christmas vacation, which isn't necessarily necessary. You can check that on Whitney's Instagram when we do it, but just the dynamics, what I want, the overall feel, the tradition, all the different people to serve, the idea that we save up for this every year. It's probably our most expensive thing every year, and it comes with a handful of trauma and
cons.
Other stuff. But this is a tradition I've done with my family every year. I've never missed it. I'm not going to be the one to miss it. You know what I mean? Traditions are important to me. And the time, even when there's trauma, usually the good memories outweigh the bad memories.
Always. Also, we've had amazing Christmases. I can't remember the past kind of bad one we've had, but they're all net positive in my eyes. And again, it's kind of unfair of me to say though, because it's your family. It is a lot less stressful of a trip for me because the dynamics aren't as sensitive for me. I'm able to really enjoy myself, brush things off. It's your family stuff, which hits hard. But yeah, we're in the midst of coordinating it and organizing it right now, and
let me just catch you guys up.
Give
Here's
them
the deal. So every year we go on a trip with my side of the family for Christmas, and basically try our best to recreate the Christmas we had as kids, which involved a New Year or Christmas Eve party, and then presents in the morning, nothing crazy, and then dinner. Me, my sister, and my brother are all gonna plan it and take my mom. She doesn't really get much of a say anymore, but she's gonna like it. And they live in Florida, and my sister's gonna be in the Bahamas for the week after, so we're gonna try and do something in the Bahamas. But my brother needs something refundable. He might be out, so we have to have a backup plan. And it's October 7th, and we're running out of time. Anyway, it's just funny to try and plan stuff. My brother's a great guy. His reason for needing it to be refundable is totally valid. But we're on this text chain talking about
email chain with the travel agent.
He's here are the details, and we're all going back and forth with what we like, what we can do, what we don't like, and he just writes back, I'm out.
We can go.
No.
After all this planning of his wife's mom is gonna come now, maybe the sister, and just we can't go with no other context.
And that's just my
It's funny.
It's funny
Like,
because we got on the phone and he explained and everything is totally fine and we get why they can't go without refundable, but that's his way. Just to be like, no, we can't go now and no explanation. And like, unless you bother me for the explanation, like I might not give you one.
I mean, planning these big family things is hard. There's so many people now and so many different like things to account for. I was even just thinking about Thanksgiving. Like we also have to talk about Thanksgiving, which is even sooner, which like we were originally just going to go to the East Coast to see your family. But now, like, we're also going to the East Coast next week, and then we're going on this trip in December. And it's like, then are we doing Thanksgiving here? And are we then hosting Thanksgiving? Or are we doing something with, like, my enormous family and going away somewhere for a couple of nights? Like, I mean, and I'm not even stressed. Like, I sound stressed and, like, I'm out of breath. These are all, like, fun things to plan, but, like, also come with
a lot of, like, dynamics
a little bit of
juggle.
tension.
Yeah, we're definitely not complaining about like all the vacations we have to go on. We're super lucky to have that. But that's what's on my mind, yo.
That's totally fair. Totally fair.
I think Christmas will get worked out and be fine. I'm not really stressed. On my mind isn't what I'm stressed about, you know? It's just what's on my mind.
Yes.
What's on your mind, unless you got any more?
No, what's on my mind most is like how I compartmentalize time and how I just think about time so much and how like it's like my life is cemented by travel and then being home for a couple weeks and then travel and then being home for a couple weeks, and I just feel like a little bit like I can't, it leaves me no room to be consistent, and I feel just a little bit out of whack in that way. Like I feel like everything's great, I'm feeling good, I'm getting what I need to get done, but there's just no like consistency throughout it all. Like I'm not working out really consistently. I'm not like, I don't have a routine in the morning. I'm just like, I'm also wondering if maybe I don't need that stuff and I'm not that person. I should just stop trying to be. But I don't know. I've just been thinking about like time blocks and how I spend my time and where I'm going next, as opposed to just like kind of being in the moment.
You don't feel in the moment?
Not really. Not right now. Not today.
Are you in the moment in this podcast that we're doing? Or are you thinking about something else? Because I'll tune off.
I mean, at moments I'm thinking about other things, but no, I'm here right now.
Okay.
I'm here right now.
I mean, I don't have the answer for you. I have my reaction to your comment.
Would love it.
Like, you always talk about how much you like to travel. So the fact that you're doing it regularly, like, that's a good thing.
Yes.
When you're home, you're saying you lack a bit of routine. Maybe you're overbooking yourself. I don't know. We're always talking about your schedule, and you're always like, Monday's going to be the day for this, and Tuesday's going to be the day for that. Like,
that doesn't work.
Okay, so I just keep experimenting with the strategies that work for you, and like, who's to say what does and like doesn't work? What does work mean? Like, if you're anxious about it, then maybe it's not working. But like, maybe you just got to turn off your anxiety about it and decide it is working.
That's what I think it is. I think that I'm always trying to find like a system, and I feel like I have it, and I need to stop trying to
say it's a bad
system when it actually works for me and I'm getting a lot done. Right. And like, I made this to-do list on Sunday night, and that's really helped me like stay on track. And I feel like if I just do that each time a week, just like stick to that list and stop thinking about how much I'm doing.
Loved all that. I loved all that. I think we're in like a reframing situation. I think you're doing all the right things. Just need to reframe. Like, you're saying to yourself, I'm wasting time thinking about how I do things, so I must not be doing things the right way.
Right.
I think this culture is obsessed with like fine tuning, and like the need for fine tuning means that something isn't working. And I don't think that's right. I think it is working. You can judge that. Just look around, like, you're doing great. And fine tuning is a forever thing, and it's a good thing. and your schedule is great. I actually was thinking about it today. Like we used to work out regularly, way more, like go to spin and all that shit.
Yeah, like 8 or 8:30 in the morning, but that was before Sunny.
Sure. We had more time, whatever. Well, I was thinking about it because like I never got in shape. Like I've looked the same always, whatever. So it just wasn't the right like workout for me. But it's the same way. It's like this is maybe a bit of a tangent, but I was lifting weights and like engaging my core, and I was like, I never engage my core, and that's why my core is flabby. I just thought like I'm here. The weight is being lifted. Like the good stuff will come. But it's like no, you have to also engage your core. Anyway, back to what you were saying. I don't think you're wasting your time. I just think you think you're wasting your time or not being efficient with it.
Agreed.
So I think it's a reframing situation.
That's where I'm at.
Nice. Present in the moment.
Present in the moment.
I saw
We're here.
this internet, I meme, you call it. And it was like someone cutting someone else off and the driver not getting upset. And it was like, you don't have to waste your energy on everything.
No.
And you don't have to have an opinion. I also saw this other thing. You don't have to have an opinion on everything.
I mean, I don't think you should. I think sometimes you're wasting your time by even trying to form an opinion without knowing all the information. And also, yes, stop being so reactionary. Like, I want to be less reactive for sure. I'm so over, and I know I'm not the first one to say this, but just like needing an immediate response. I can't deal with that. I think that we all need to take the time to make decisions and choices in our lives. Oof. Anyways.
Oof. A lot of good work getting done in this car. And I don't think we could have these kind of podcasts like in a studio in front of other people, like with cameras in my face.
We can't. I can't. I've specifically asked if I could record my podcast, my solo episodes in the studio with the lights off, candles lit, and no producer. And they're like, I don't think we can do that. Like, we have to make sure it's continuously rolling and blah, 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 blah.
They could do that from another room. Like, it's totally doable.
Oh, right. Like, you have a monitor in another room. I mean, yeah, we filmed an entire TV show without me ever seeing you guys in the room.
Like, that's part of it. You want people to, like, just talk
feel
and not
themselves.
Perform.
Yeah. Well, we're here. It feels good. We're gonna step up the production game a little bit,
but not with humans.
Okay, tell me if I'm alone here, but doesn't it feel like shopping used to be so much more fun before all the algorithm fed blah and endless sea of dupes? I have a confession though. I found that feeling of fun again, honestly, on eBay, because on eBay, it's not just shopping, it's a hunt, a full-on fashion pursuit. And when you find the thing, oh, that adrenaline hit, it's real. I always remember the time I scored this pair of Gucci loafers that I thought I'd miss forever. And last month, I found a couple pieces from the row that had been on my dream Pinterest board for a while. That's the magic of eBay. It's about discovering the special pieces that feel like you. And it's just so much more satisfying than buying for full retail. Plus, with eBay, you can shop with confidence because so many luxury fashion items are backed by the eBay Authenticity Guarantee. They have all the good stuff: Prada, Saint Laurent, Valentino, Miu Miu, Louis Vuitton, and pretty much just every brand you can think of. eBay isn't about having more stuff. It's about finding pieces you actually love, wear, and treasure. And isn't that just the best part of fashion? There's always more to discover. eBay has millions of pre-loved finds from hundreds of brands backed by eBay Authenticity Guarantee. eBay, things people love. You know how there are certain foods that just stick with you through every stage of life? For me, cereal has been one of them. It's fun, it's satisfying, it's quick, it's my perfect late night snack. But as I've gotten older, I've wanted it to be more than just sugar in a bowl. Enter Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon has reimagined cereal and snacks so we get the flavors we loved as kids with the nutrition we actually want as adults. Their cereal has 13 grams of protein, 0 sugar, and only 4 net carbs per serving. So yes, you can still pour yourself a bowl of fruity, cocoa, or frosted and feel totally good about it. And then there are Magic Spoon treats, my newest go-to, and Sunny's. They're crispy, crunchy, and pack 12 grams of protein each. I keep them in my bag for school pickup. Sunny asked for the Rice Krispie treat one, and then I always obviously pack one for myself. The dark chocolate ones are also family favorites in the house, but the marshmallow and chocolate peanut butter, classic. They feel indulgent, like a snack you always look forward to, but they don't weigh you down. Perfect for pre or post workout, tennis, afternoon slumps, or the late night snack when the sweet cravings hit. Get $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/withwit or look for Magic Spoon on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/withwit for $5 off. I always need to remind myself when it comes to makeup, you don't need a drawer overflowing with products you barely use. What I actually want is a few clean, reliable staples that make me feel put together in minutes. That's exactly why I love Merit Beauty. Merit is a minimalist beauty brand that makes elevated makeup and skincare designed for real life. Their products are effortless, clean, and give you that fresh, polished look without overcomplicating things. It feels like they've built the line for people like me, people who want to look good but don't want to spend an hour doing up your face. One of my personal favorites is their Flesh Balm. I love the terracotta color. It gives the most natural, healthy glow without looking overdone. It's so popular that one sold every 30 seconds last year. Then there's the minimalist, which is genius because it works both as a foundation and a concealer. It gives you quick coverage without having to layer on a ton of product. And on the days when I don't feel like wearing makeup at all, I still reach for their Great Skin Serum. It instantly hydrates and plumps my skin so I can leave the house with that dewy, fresh face look. It's time for makeup and skincare to actually match the pace of your life. And Merit Beauty makes that possible. Right now, Merit Beauty is offering our listeners their signature makeup bag with your first order at meritbeauty.com. That's MERIT beauty.com to get your signature makeup bag with your first order. meritbeauty.com.
With more robots.
No, with more just tech. A microphone arm for Timmy so you guys aren't concerned about him talking and driving. Anywho, where are we right now?
We're
Little
on our way.
Bangladesh.
Well, I guess we could tell them. They could have a little hint.
Yeah, we're on our way to well, not on our way. We're passing through
Little Bangladesh.
Little Bangladesh.
Sunny?
Our little guy, Sunny.
Also, in thinking about Sunny, I think it's time to phase him out and let him like have his privacy.
Agreed.
A little more.
Agreed.
I don't know. I didn't want to talk about like anything that he's not liking or any of that shit. I just didn't feel like talking about that.
No, I'm with you on that. I
but
agree.
One topic was like, he doesn't love school. Like, he's getting to that point where like school is whack, and like, you know, that's how I felt. I mean, that's how you felt.
And generic and natural. Yeah.
So do I.
Okay.
I'm not worried, but it did just spark a conversation in my head that we've begun that I wanted to continue here about like, are we not down or are we down to consider some alternative to traditional school? Because like, I have always thought that traditional school, public or private or whatever, like just falls short of like catering to individuals because they have so many kids to deal with and so many challenges. So like the alternatives to school, like homeschool, not us, homeschool, like a tutor, but like other, I don't know, any alternative, just considering and discussing.
Yes, I'm open to alternatives. I don't know anything that's out there. I'm not open to homeschooling, and I'm not even saying us or just like private tutor situation. Like I really, really, really think it's important for him to be out there in the world with people.
Right. The socialization part of school is like the reason I feel like most people don't do homeschool. Also, you want your kid out of the house. Like I don't want him in the house either.
Yes, but I am open to all sorts of creative ideas when it comes to learning.
Let me re-ask the question. I'm not saying, are you open to these certain alternatives to school? I'm saying, are you open to a school alternative that we haven't defined yet, that we don't know about yet?
Yes, I am.
Like just being a radical person and doing some radical shit.
Yes, I completely am open to that.
I think you are, and I think I am too.
I really, when it comes to that, like have a strong sense of what you and I feel is best for our child, and I just trust us over any other like convention or institution.
I think I'm on the same page with you there, and this goes back to like the trusting your gut conversation and the not all feelings are true this
Yeah,
conversation,
but
and both things are true.
It's gut and just knowledge, and it's more than just gut. You
It
know
is
your kid.
more.
How you know
We are
your
our
kid is
kids'
more than
experts.
just
It is,
gut.
and we have a
Yeah.
lot of data.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
I wasn't saying it. This is just a go with your gut situation.
But I know what you mean.
Some alternatives that have floated through my head, which aren't very well formed yet, so don't judge me. But like, if Sonny, and he's not this type of kid, he's not like a specialized type of obsessed kid who's like, I love woodworking and I'm going to do this for 8 hours and like would be happy if you just let me woodwork or golf or piano or like whatever it is. And that's the way I was. I would want that. I secretly want that for him, but if it's not him, I get it. But if he did have that, say it was golf, I would let's just let him play golf all day as long as he's getting his like regular education, and like we'll build in some socialization in after golf classes he does with kids who go to school or some kind of
other situation.
Some other way to hedge that part of the equation.
I don't know, but then I don't think the specialization thing is really the key, is really why you take someone out of school and you do something like that. Like, I think it's really important, even if you're like super good at something or super into something, to be studying all sorts of other different things. To
stay well-rounded.
Yeah, and I think then for a kid, like they may become resentful of that thing. It just feels too young for you to choose a specialization for them.
I guess I said I secretly wish he was that guy, but maybe I secretly am okay with him just being well-rounded dude.
Yeah.
And I need to be okay with me being well-rounded
I think you're gonna want him to get into something eventually, but like
keep him well-rounded dude now.
Yes.
So a well-rounded like life outside of traditional school would be like, what the what would he do all day?
I more think something more like out in where you're you're still living in a city, but the school is more like out in nature.
They have those schools, like mountain school.
In LA?
Oh, maybe. I think there is some like wilderness shit. Anyway, it's great to do no research before you do a podcast. It feels real and fresh and just like, here we are, but that's us. Actually, I did some for pop culture, which we're often like,
but
what's
for
happening?
Sonny, you just did school alternative, but that's totally fair. I agree with you about the Sonny conversation just in general. I think that he's like budding, and it's important to just like not put any labels or judgments on him like out there in the world.
Yeah, he's doing great. We love him.
He's doing great. Yes. I mean, I do feel happy about our new iPad rules. We took away the iPad for weekdays.
Here's what we're doing. Yeah, no iPad weekdays. Bit of a free-for-all on the weekends, although he was like doing it too much and we were like, you had to stop. And then he can watch TV for an hour before dinner only, but if his homework is done, he can watch TV for as long as he wants before dinner, right? Those are the rules?
Yeah, I think so. We have to fine tune those because I don't want to get too like
technical
and intense with them where he's like,
well, the thinking, he's not like that. He's pretty good with the rules.
He is. He hasn't had any freakouts when we've put these boundaries in place.
The thinking behind the homework thing is like sometimes he gets home from school and he's like exhausted. I don't want to force him to do his homework right then. So he can watch an hour of TV. But like if he does that and then it's like 4:30 and dinner's not going to be ready for an hour and a half, like the TV has to go off. He doesn't have to do his homework, but like...
Oh, he doesn't have to do his homework.
I don't think he has to do it. He's got to get his homework done before it's due. But if in that moment he doesn't want to do his homework and he just wants to like stare at the wall or draw or whatever, veg without the TV, he can. Are you with me?
Completely.
And then dinner will come along and then it'll be bedtime, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next day, if he comes home and like does his homework, he can watch 4 hours of TV.
Yeah, but
until dinner, which it won't be that ever amount of time, but that will incentivize him to like get his homework done. So we could get home and be like, do your homework and watch as much TV as you want, or you just get like 2 shows now. Like that's the rule.
He's going to want to get his homework all done on Monday because he then has soccer on Tuesday, basketball on Wednesday. He shouldn't procrastinate it all the way till Thursday.
No,
we should
Thursday's
try
the
to
last
help
day.
him get it all done on Monday.
The problem is Monday, he's come off like the weekend where he's rested and like school. Monday he's like extra exhausted from school, but he shouldn't be extra exhausted from school.
Let's just help him each day do a page. Like today after soccer, like we can help him each day so he can time manage it. But it's on us to help him time manage.
And then his other part of homework is the reading 15 minutes a night, which I did before bed last night.
Yeah.
And like I give him no leeway with like interrupting.
You stop
stopping.
The time.
Yeah, I'm like harsh with the time.
Yes, I try to be too. Does he read to himself, or you have him read out loud? Himself. Yeah, and do you think that's okay?
I think it's fine if
I was
he's really
ask
reading.
The teacher.
And like if he knows, I'm always ask him after he's done. I'm like, and you could tell me what it was about, and he'll tell me, and like I assume it's over. But as long as he's getting it,
I believe that he's reading it too. I just want to make sure that like technically he's not supposed to be like saying it out loud. Anyways, if you have an 8-year-old, maybe this is interesting too. We're gonna go eat because I'm getting.
Oh, you're not exhausted?
No, not exhausted at all. Just hungry. Just would love to eat something. I'm very curious about this place that we're going to.
Okay, let's go eat, and then we'll finish up the rest of the segments after we've dined.
Okay, fab.
We'll be back with food. It'll be 15 minutes for us, but 0 time for you.
You guys, the power was out. I took Timmy to this place called Open Market in Koreatown. It's supposed to have a really amazing sandwiches and matcha and all sorts of yummy fried chicken and stuff. But the power was out. So we have a limited amount of time and decided that we're going to go to Wake and Late, which is in Hollywood, on our way home for a quick burrito.
Which is like good to know. You know, we try and put you on to like new things every week, but if, you know, life throws lemons at you, you got to make lemonade. And in this case, our lemonade would be Wake and Late, which we've reviewed here, and like we think is the best.
It's so good. I didn't even have my own. I had a bite of Timmy's last time. My mouth is like watering for my own. I suggested going there, but Timmy was like, we've already been there and done that. So, you know, God was looking out for me today. God was in my corner.
You want to do a little pop culture palate cleanse?
Let's do it, babe.
Pop culture palate cleanser.
What has been going on in the world? I know you did your research.
Did a little research because normally we're a bit
clueless,
unaware. You know, we want to talk about people, but we just don't know what's going on.
So we just end up making up stuff, and that feels unsafe.
So here's the list, which Chat GPT helped me.
You don't want to go to Chunchin? What's a Chunchin?
Ooh, it's like a luncheon.
Chunchin grilled duck galbi. That's probably really good.
Yeah, that's probably bomb. But we're not going to go there.
Okay, go.
I wrote them down. We could talk about whichever ones, you know, you have an opinion on.
I should probably read them. Okay. Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl.
That's in the news?
That's in the news.
I don't care either. I don't know one Bad Bunny song. I know he's like planning on doing it all in Spanish, and I know that like there's a bunch of people who are going to be like, football's for us, not for you. And like, I don't agree with those people, but I don't think it's going to be a dope halftime show for me because I don't listen to Bad Bunny. So I'm not personally psyched, but politically, like, I don't give a shit if the NFL's doing it and like they want to try and get more Spanish speaking fans. Like, go for it, NFL. I don't need the halftime show. My life is entertaining. Like, they don't owe me a killer halftime
Another
show.
thing that you just like don't need to have an opinion about. Just let it happen and see if you like it or not. I bet, maybe we can make a bet right now, you're going to be a Bad Bunny fan after the Super Bowl halftime show.
That would be great. That would be great. If he comes out and like people are doing flips and like a chick's boob pops out or there's fireworks and like if there's other stuff that I like, then it'll be a good show. It's not automatically bad because it's not in my language.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Let's be curio positive. Curio positive.
Is that something you just made up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Or maybe I heard it somewhere. I don't want to take
Who knows
credit
what
for
we know
something,
and
but
what we come up with? Are we living in a simulation? Nobody knows.
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Honestly, I feel like everyone has that one idea they've been sitting on, whether it's a side hustle, a blog, a clothing line, anything. Squarespace is the easiest, most fun way to finally make it real. It's an all-in-one website platform where you can design, customize, and share your little corner of the internet. What I love so much is their design intelligence. Think of it like a design genie. Squarespace asks you a few questions and then helps you build a gorgeous personalized site that actually looks and feels like you. No generic templates, just elevated and creative. And if you're selling anything, Squarespace Payments makes it ridiculously easy. You can set it up in minutes and your customers can pay however they want. Apple Pay, Klarna, Afterpay, all the ways. Plus, you can connect all your socials right into the site. So if you post a reel or a YouTube video, or you want people to shop directly from your Instagram, it's all synced and seamless. No juggling a million platforms, it's just there. So you've been thinking maybe someday, consider this your nudge. Make the site, launch the project, share your work. Squarespace makes it doable and beautiful. Head to squarespace.com/withwit for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code WITHWIT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Here's a thing I struggle with. I love feeling healthy, but I don't love all the homework that usually comes with it all. A cabinet full of bottles, measuring powders, remembering what to take when. It just gets old so fast. That's why I'm so glad I found Gruns. Gruns aren't your average multivitamin. They're like your entire wellness routine packed into one convenient, tasty daily snack pack. Not just a vitamin, not just a greens gummy, not just a prebiotic. Gruns is all of those things and more at a fraction of the price. And they truly taste incredible, which makes it something I actually look forward to and can be consistent about. Each pack has 20 plus vitamins and minerals, 60 nutrient dense ingredients, and 6 grams of prebiotic fiber. That's 3 times the fiber of the leading greens powders and the equivalent of more than 2 cups of broccoli. Everything is backed by over 35,000 research publications. And unlike typical vitamins that only cover 7 to 9 nutrients, Gruns goes above and beyond, supporting gut health, immunity, energy, recovery, beauty, and even cognition. And here's a fun fact I actually didn't know until recently. Gummies are more bioavailable, which means your body actually absorbs and uses the nutrients more effectively. I've been eating them every day, and it feels like such a relief knowing I'm covering all my bases with a gummy without the overwhelm. If you want a wellness habit that feels simple, doable, and delicious, Gruns is it. Visit gruns.co and use code WITHWIT at checkout for up to 52% off your first order. That's gruns.co and use code WITHWIT for up to 52% off your first order.
Okay, Nicole Kidman
Got divorced from Keith Urban.
and showed up at the Chanel show yesterday with new bangs. You know what new bangs means? Divorce.
Do you have an opinion on this?
I feel sad for them, but like never really took the relationship seriously because of his hair. Couldn't really take him seriously.
You're in full hysteria.
Am I crazy?
No, but like show Keith Urban some respect.
Okay,
No,
Keith Urban is a super talent and a wonderful, wonderful guy. Supposedly, don't know him.
No. Sorry, I didn't want to let all that just go by. Agreed upon. Is he? I don't know one Keith Urban song.
Yeah, you do. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'll play you some afterwards.
Fine.
He is really, really talented and supposedly a really nice guy. And they've been together for a long time.
Do they have kids?
They have kids, yes.
Yeah, divorce is sad.
Yeah.
But you know, if they're gonna lead happier lives separately, good luck to you guys.
Yeah, and your bangs look great.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, I did hear one funny thing that like her baby voice like drove him mad. I'm not familiar with her baby voice, but it's funny.
I can.
Like he just got the ick or someone got the ick. Like careful out there. People.
I for some reason heard like guys don't get the ick as much as girls get the ick.
I think that's fair.
Okay, on to the next. Denise Richards' divorce. I know nothing about this one.
She's getting divorced from that guy who was like, do you know why like an atom splits and like your body is made of atoms.
The hoarder.
Well, no, he accused her of being the hoarder.
I know, but I think that was him. But yeah.
Oh, you think that was a smokescreen?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they're getting divorced. Do you have an opinion?
Duh.
Right.
No, I mean, no, I did not want her to be with him. I feel sorry for her. Like,
They both seem classic crazy types.
yeah, magnets, crazy magnets.
Right. And we did watch that Charlie Sheen documentary, which I was like very excited for, and I did not think it was so great. I didn't think it was like that well made, and I didn't think that like Charlie Sheen has like a lot of crazy stories that like his story had a moral or a point or a new point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Like but he seems great and like smart and comes from an interesting family. I don't think it was well made.
I think it was good at the beginning, and then it sort of lost its plot.
Agreed.
And like you said, it didn't really know where it was going because it was just like kind of one big downfall, and it's hard to make it. I don't know. It just like it lost the plot towards like quarter way through, but it's still a pretty interesting watch.
Definitely, the guy has led an interesting life.
Yeah. Oh, Your Friends and Neighbors. Are we done with it? Did we finish it?
We finished it.
Yeah, we finished it. I'm like, that was forever.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
Give me a review.
So I enjoy shows like that. Like I enjoy those kind of like drama in a rich town, murder mystery. Like I like that kind of vibe. But I just will say like the acting really, it just felt like they were reading the lines and I couldn't get past
Olivia Munn.
Certainly, and it got more and more like that also, I think, as like the episodes went on. Like we said, the kids were great. I think the kids were stars and like stood out. But I think the acting kind of I don't know, was it with the acting or the writing, you think?
I think both. I don't think Amanda P was great. I don't think John Hamm was that great. I thought the writing was like pretty heavy-handed. It wasn't like sure if it was going to be like a serious, deep show or like a quirky, funny show. I think it tried to do both and they kind of missed the mark on either. There were like moments when I laughed and like there was some
touching moments too.
Yeah, there was some good insight and like interesting plot, but overall it was not great. But we pushed through it because I feel like we've been giving up on a lot of shows.
We gave up on Black Rabbit.
We've given up. Yeah, we gave up on Black Rabbit. What else have we given?
We've given up on reality TV.
We've given up on reality TV. I miss
feel
it.
better.
Yeah, sorry guys. And not that you need to.
No, not at all.
Go fill your bucket however you want to.
My sister's like, Salt Lake City is so good. And I'm just like, I can't do it. Like, it's just a black hole to me that I don't want to go down.
I would pick one show.
One good reality show.
Yeah.
I like when the Love Island show is on because that's like a fun thing that I can get into for a while and then I can just kind of like rip the Band-Aid off and be done with it. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's just our show. We just watch Love Island. Like, we just watch Love Island. We don't watch the Love Island games. We're not doing anything else. We're just watching Love Island.
No, but let's start doing some research on some shows and documentaries that we really want to watch instead of just like getting in bed at night and being like, what should we watch? And trying to find something that's trending. Like, there's so much out there.
There is. Last night though, like we got into bed and we put on the last like 45 minutes of Zoolander and like that was nice too.
That was great.
You know?
That was great. We were watching that the night before. Did you have that like saved or something?
I think I tried to watch it with Sunny and like it got a little bit too inappropriate.
It's funny. I couldn't stop looking at Owen Wilson's nose. It was just like
too distracting for you.
Whoa, yeah, it started to hurt my face. I started just like and then I had to fall asleep.
What was the best thing you ate, babe?
The best thing I ate. Man, your chicken parm was the best thing I ate, honey. I love your chicken parm.
Thank
like,
you.
More cheese more
meltiness of the
and I even think if you got better chicken, I don't know why for some reason like we can't seem to find a butcher or a meat shop that we really like the meat and chicken from.
I mean, that was Gelson's Green, not Gelson's Taupe.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about? That was Gelson's green
section.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not saying it's not organic. I don't know. Like,
I don't even know if it's organic. I'm just saying that's the best chicken I think I can find in a 10-mile radius.
Yeah.
And like they have prime meat.
You guys were already at Weekend Late. How cool for us.
I like telling people to regard me.
Please regard me.
Yeah.
I like that. So that was the best thing I ate. And then I had it for leftovers the next day and it was so delicious. I had it with extra tomato sauce and fresh basil.
Let me just run you through how I made it real quick.
It's
All
a
right.
good weeknight meal.
Gelson's green chicken, boneless, skinless cutlets. Pound them. Pounding is important. Like you want the thinness, but like you also don't want to like destroy the meat, you know? So that's a tough part. Then Progresso breadcrumbs. I had plain, so we season them. Oregano, salt, pepper, garlic powder.
Oh, I think you should do better breadcrumbs next time.
I've tried a lot of breadcrumbs. Panko I think is too big.
Yeah.
I could crush up the panko, but I honestly
Why
think
don't we make
Progresso's
our own? Sorry, I just cut you off.
No. Just adding more work for me. I was joking. It wasn't upset.
I just think
we can make our own. I mean, if I were to make my own, I would get like good baguette,
stale bread.
let it be stale, put it through the thing. All right, next time we'll do that.
We have so much stale bread all the time.
It's true, actually. It's very true. All right, then no flour, egg wash, no milk into the breading. And then we did more seasoning on top. Then we fried it in olive oil and using the steel pan. It needed to be up high. I don't know what was happening.
Maybe it needed to be more.
I didn't. I eventually got the crisp I wanted. It just didn't. It could have been a little bit better there.
Agreed.
Then mozzarella, like low moisture mozzarella. So I got the ball, cut it. I put that on. Then Parmesan. Then in the broiler, right up against the broiler, and the cheese. It got like dark, but it like kind of coagulated all in one piece. I would like it to be more.
I think it's because of the cheese that you got. I think that you don't. Maybe it's the dry cheese that makes it even more dry. I think if you got meltier cheese, it would melt more.
I get the drier cheese to keep the integrity of the crisp on the chicken. We'll keep experimenting, but that was the recipe. Oh, and then I made my own tomato sauce. Crushed tomatoes out of the can, whatever the San Marzano ones. 3 tablespoons of butter, and a half an onion. And it was so
really good. And then he made it for the next day with pasta.
That sauce is good. That's Nigella something sauce.
We need to get more creative with Sunny's lunches.
Okay, I don't have time for all that. We got to get to Wake and Late. What was the worst thing you ate?
Oh, geez, Louises.
Did you write it? Did you think of anything?
I bet you did.
Well, I'll do the best thing I ate and the worst thing I ate while you think of the worst thing you ate.
The worst thing I ate was this bite of chicken last week from Taiko. Taiko's this place I grew up on, this Japanese restaurant in the Brentwood Gardens, and it's really good. But I got the yakitori don, which is a white meat chicken bowl with rice, and I just got a bad.
I think maybe you got like a piece of knuckle or something.
Maybe.
You know, it doesn't mean the chicken was bad. It's just you didn't get like a pure meat bite.
Yeah, I know. I wish I wasn't as weird with chicken as I am.
Me too. The worst thing I ate was also chicken, and I didn't even eat it. We went to El Caballero.
Our country club.
They had cantina night, and they made a chicken taco. It was chicken breast grilled, no seasoning, diced up on a corn tortilla. I didn't even try it. I could have put salsa and all the other shit on it, but that chicken had no love in it.
They should have better Mexican food there.
All right. Well, if our country club only had better Mexican food.
This episode.
We hope you still like us. All right, here's what I Chat GPT.
Really
Chats with Chat GPT.
You can stop me if you think any of them are interesting.
Okay.
Pop culture headlines: blinking and eyesight loss, parallel dog domestication, John Hughes status. Curious to see if he was alive or dead. Explaining 6-7 meaning, which I can explain and understand now. When will Penny be her full grown? China time zones. Did you know China they're just like we all have one time zone.
Now I
off.
Because of your Chat GPT question.
Ryder Cup yardage, tuxedo tie options. That was it for the last week.
Those are great. Those are really good. My phone is recording us.
So you'll just get mine. Thank you guys for being here. I'm so hungry, and I got to stir the bolognese. I'm making bolognese. Hopefully it'll be Whitney's favorite thing she ate next week or whenever we record this next.
Yes. I love you, babe.
Love you too. Thanks for having me on. I hope everyone has a great week.
Thank you. Have a great week, guys.